potatoes as well, so I'm just going to give these a little try. Oh, that's yummy. It's packed with flavour. The meatballs are, as I said, crispy on the outside and then lovely and soft in the middle. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make these delicious spiced turkey meatballs with garlic and rosemary roast potatoes. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make some really delicious turkey meatballs with roast potatoes. This recipe is very easy and it's packed with flavour and protein as well. Turkey mince is very high in protein and it's a really nice alternative to beef or pork mince as well. It is one of the few foods that has selenium in it. I think that's how you pronounce it. And selenium is a nutrient that makes us happy, so hopefully you will feel good after eating this dinner. So what I've done is I have halved all the ingredients today because I'm making this as if it serves 2 people, but in the original recipe it serves 4. So I've got about 250 grams of turkey mince in this bowl here, and to that I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. You can use breadcrumbs if you want to. I have a slight gluten intolerance and dairy intolerance, so that's why I always like to find alternatives, and I've found that flaxseed is a brilliant alternative to breadcrumbs. And then I'm going to add about a tablespoon or 2 of tamari as well, and tamari again is a gluten-free food. Tamari is fermented for longer than soy sauce, so it makes it slightly healthier for the gut. And then I'm going to add some salt and some pepper to this. Salt and pepper to your taste. I do like my meat quite well seasoned though, so I always like to add a lot to meat but not to many other dishes. And then to that I am going to add a teaspoon of garlic granules, a teaspoon of onion granules, a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon of ground sweet cinnamon, and then a teaspoon of ground cumin as well. So I'm just going to pop those in, and then I've also chopped up some coriander here as well, and I'm just going to pop that into the bowl as well. And then I'm going to go and dampen my hands, and I will scrunch these ingredients together once my hands are damp. I have dampened my hands together and I'm going to scrunch these ingredients together now until everything is well mixed in. The reason I like to dampen my hands is because then less of the mixture tends to get stuck to them, so that's why I like to dampen my hands. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this in half, and then I'm going to grab pieces of the mixture and I'm going to roll those pieces into balls like so, and I'm going to pop those onto the plate, and I'm going to just continue to do this until I have used up all of the mixture, and I might need to go and dampen my hands once more. As you can see, I have made the mixture into 8 balls, and I'm off to pop these into the fridge for a good couple of hours. You can make these the day before, or you can make them on the morning of if you wanted to make it quicker. You store them in the fridge overnight or for a few hours before you want to cook them. The reason I like to store them in the fridge is simply because I will preheat my oven to about 200 degrees, and then I'll pop a baking tray into the oven, and then once the oven has preheated later on, I will take the baking tray out, I'll put the meatballs onto the baking tray, and then I'll put that back into the oven, and hopefully the cold meatballs will hit the hot baking tray, and that will make the outside slightly crispy and golden and the inside lovely and soft and chewy. So yes, I'm off to pop these into the fridge. The turkey balls have been in the oven for a good couple of hours, and as I mentioned earlier, I've already preheated my oven. And while the oven was preheating, I prepared some potatoes. So I peeled and chopped about 600 grams of potatoes, and then I added those to cold water, and then I added a little pinch of salt, and I brought the water to the boil, and then I turned it down and left it to simmer. And once the potatoes had been in there for about 3 to 5 minutes, I checked them with a fork, and when they were forkful, I removed them and I poured them through a colander. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the potatoes to a preheated baking tray, like so. And then I have some garlic and rosemary oil here, so I chopped up some rosemary from the garden, and I also added a teaspoon of garlic granules, and now I'm just going to pour that over the top of the potatoes like so. And then I'm going to toss everything together until the potatoes are well covered in the oil, like so. And then I'm going to pop this into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. And also, while this is in the oven, I'm going to transfer the balls, the turkey balls, from the fridge to the other baking tray that I have in there, and I'm going to cook those for about the same amount of time. The turkey meatballs are a lovely golden brown colour, so they are done, and I think the potatoes are also a lovely golden brown colour. Yep, they look a lovely golden brown colour to me as well. So I'm going to serve this up with a little bit of salad. I will try some and let you know how it tastes, but this smells amazing right now. Oh, and by the way, these have been in the oven for about 25 minutes. I have plated up, and I thought I would give this a little try now, let you know how it tastes. It smells really good, as I said earlier, so I'm sure it's going to taste really good. Oh, the outside is really crispy on the meatballs and the potatoes as well, so I'm just going to give these a little try. Oh, that's yummy. It's packed with flavour. The meatballs are, as I said, crispy on the outside and then lovely and soft in the middle. They just sort of melt in the mouth. So yes, I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make these delicious turkey meatballs with roast potatoes, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll be watching my next video.